man.
So, first question is I keep hearing that you guys couldn't make this film 3 years ago because the technology wasn't there. Tell me a little bit about that aspect.
Well, what we did is we built on the performance capture technology that we created for Avatar, but we figured out a way to kind of miniaturize it and to be able to just take it out on location. Because for this film, Andy needed to be in there with all the other actors. There was a lot of one-on-one performance, and so we wanted the technology to just be able to work wherever Andy and Rupert and everyone needed to be. So interior location or an exterior, it didn't matter. That was the real thing that we got working.
So, you are the go-to motion capture man, I would say. And, as an actor, how does it feel to you? Is it freeing in a way, not necessarily your face being shown all the time? What's that experience like?
Yeah, absolutely. You've hit it on the nail on the head, really. It's the most liberating tool for an actor to come across. And that's why I love it. And that's why when we were creating Gollum 10 years ago, it was an epiphany, really, as to what this could do. Because you can play anything. I mean, you're not limited by your own physical size or shape. It's basically, if you've got the imagination and hopefully the acting chops to pull it off, you can go anywhere. And that is the joy of this kind of technology.
So why is this man kind of the go-to guy for this kind of performance?
Because he's a great actor, and if we have a great performance, we can turn it into a great character.
So now I want you to I want to do a little exercise here.
Yeah.
I want you to teach me, how can I be sort of a good motion capture actor from the man himself?
Okay, basically, I think the two things I'd say to you were, because you're using a technology doesn't mean you have to change what you do as an actor, right? People think that with performance capture you have to sort of over-animate or sort of puppeteer yourself or sort of exaggerate what you're doing, but in actual fact the opposite's true. If I was wearing prosthetic makeup, I'd actually have to be fighting my way through prosthetic makeup. But the great thing about performance capture is that all that work is done after the fact, so you can be subtle and trust the technology to replicate every single emotion, every single feeling, every single facial expression and tracking of your eye movements, your thoughts. Everything is caught. It's just another method of tracking the performance. The only other thing I'd say is that you have to have a certain energy as a performer, because you're providing a tension, a physical tension for the character. And if that is saggy and sort of uninteresting, then that reflects through the body. But again, it's dependent on the character.
So look, what if I was a motion capture interviewer?
Well, then you're doing a very good job, because
Okay.
actually you're just being yourself. So,
Okay.
so if we put dots on you now, and we were to record your performance and then
Okay.
create a digital version of you, it would
Okay,
be
that's your
exactly
job.
the same. You would be exactly the same.
So-
Am I right?
Yeah, exactly, except we'd probably make you look different.
Okay.
Just because it would be more fun.
I could be like a dragon?
Sure, exactly. Yeah.
I kept thinking, you could make this film 3 years ago. 3 years from now, where do you see the technology? What do you hope to see in the future?
Well, from the performance capture side of it, again, we want to lighten it up even more. We want to see what's possible to just keep reducing the barriers.
And yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, at the moment, as an actor, you have to wear a head-mounted camera rig, and that sometimes can. I mean, it works beautifully because it captures very, subtly or what your face is doing. But I expect there will be technologies on the way that will do away with that, because that can become somewhat encumbering sometimes.
Awesome. And then in the future, what's next for you guys in the future? What's next projects?
Well, we're both working on The Hobbit.
Yeah.
And a little teaser?
Oh,
A little teaser? Come on,
we've shot for 60 days, we've got 200 to go, and then there's about another 2,000 for Joe's team afterwards.